Happy Friday afternoon to you. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin Cities Subaru, and 802 Honda, all located off of Exit 7 on Interstate 89. A cold front pushing south through the region, you can see illustrated by the northwesterly winds, and cooler temperatures dropping in from Canada. These clouds produced by instability will fall apart, and we should starting to see clearing skies, and this will start to move in with some breaks of sunshine across the far northern tier areas, and gradually, slowly but surely, that will spread south through the state. You can see that drying trends will continue with just sparse rain shower activity after dropping a pretty decent amount of rain, especially across the northern one half of the state, especially west of the Green Mountains. This is 24-hour precipitation. You can see some areas have exceeded a little bit over an inch in right around the Mount Mansfield area. And we continue to see some decent amounts across moisture-starved Addison County, Chittenden County, parts of western Vermont, and some of that carried over into and toward the Northeast Kingdom. Areas that were missed so far, Bennington and Windham counties. Looking at the latest European model 6-hourly precipitation charts here, you can see that high pressure building in from the north and west, 1027 millibars, is going to be pushing into the region, and a little piece of higher pressure will then ridge southward. This will happen through the weekend, but there'll be some unsettled weather with some cloud cover, especially toward the Northeast Kingdom, Highlands area. You might find a few sprinkles. 1023 millibar area of higher pressure will move off to the south and east and open the door for what will be a rather breezy scenario here. This is our main utility impact concern, and it is basically for southwesterly winds. They'll start out more southerly during the early morning hours on Tuesday morning, and then as time goes on, they'll shift to more of a southwesterly and then sort of veering off to the west as this system moves on out. But it looks like higher elevations of mainly the entire mountain range of the Green Mountains and some of the highlands above about 1,500, 2,000 feet and higher could experience wind gusts up around 40 miles per hour. So moving this along, some unsettled weather here is kind of left in its wake as we get into the day on Wednesday. And then eventually a very large area of higher pressure will build in. This will be one of these elongated areas of higher pressure that should allow for several days of dry weather. And indeed, you can see at 1031 millibar high out of New York State, sitting just about right overhead for Thursday into Thursday night and Friday. And it looks like that's going to guard us from any kind of a potential tropical system off to the south and east. This kind of a weather pattern has a tendency to lock things in, so it becomes very, very stable. So we might be looking at an extended stretch of dry weather Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe into Sunday next weekend. 7-day total accumulated precipitation from the folks down in Maryland at the Weather Prediction Center show about 1-inch amounts here, up to 1 inch in Maine, and we're between a half inch and an inch for total amounts. Much needed rainfall being accrued. All right, we'll switch over to temperatures now, and we're, if anything, a little bit below normal or near neutral. But look at this. 3 days later, we're right back going above, slightly above normal here by 3 degrees to neutral. And again, the coolest weather is going to be over northern Mexico into the southwest states and then off the west coast. No big precipitation generators here once we see Friday's business move off to the south and east, which is taking place. And our next issue is going to be around the 27th, 28th, and this is that unsettled period toward Tuesday, Monday night and Tuesday, and a little loftier amounts of rainfall, but generally about a half inch is what it looks like. Temperature schematic centered on Montpelier, Vermont shows a pretty good fall in temperature from today. As we get into tonight, we'll see temperatures generally end up around 40 degrees, 40 to 45 or so, and make a little bit of a rise up in the 55-degree range, and then temperatures make a little bit more of a fall for Sunday morning, and then on Sunday afternoon, again, just short of 55 for this, again, centered on Montpelier, so some areas will be above that, some areas below that. And then we have the first serious look at what could be some spotty frost. I think deeper valleys of the Northeast Kingdom could be under the gun for Sunday night into Monday morning, and that temperature then rises up closer to 55, 60, and then we're looking at a secondary spotty area of frost potential again somewhere around Monday night, Tuesday. After that, temperatures rebound, no real issues. In the Atlantic tropics, Carl, sustained winds up to 60 miles per hour, and Carl is taking a track that could take it and brush by Bermuda. Wonder if they need assistance there. And then we have Lisa. Lisa is only the 16th advisory, but the sustained winds about 40 miles per hour. Lisa is forecast to move northwest and then gradually then to the northeast. So both of these tropical systems should be no impacts for North America. Carl, only a little bit of a problem for Bermuda. Carl's modeled spaghetti track. Tropical Storm Lisa's modeled spaghetti track, a little bit more uncertain here, but no issues. And the next easterly wave, this is one that's going to be tracking toward the eastern Antilles, and about a 20% chance of cyclone formation in the next 5 days. That's it from here. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.